Have you ever wanted to be chased through the woods by turning train engine with spider legs? You have boy are you a lag because that's pretty much exactly what solo developer Gavin aids when upcoming. Choo-Choo Charles is since its announcement a little over a year ago. The game has quality been gathering quite a bit of buzz, not only because of its bizarre and fascinating premise, but also because from all that we have seen so far it's looking like a genuinely fun game with its launch fight now around the corner in the future. We are going to go over some key details that you should know about Choo-Choo Charles. Premise: what exactly makes Choo-Choo Charles tick? It's not like the game's name gives too much away, right? So what the hell is it even be about while giving a sandwich? Or two-star games, which is the name of this studio, has essentially taken the spirit of the comedy Thomas the Tank Engine PC mods we get for all manner of games on a mainly frequent basis and turned that into the heartbeat of this game. Choo-Choo Charles is set on an open-world island that's terrorized by a horrifying sentient train with large spider's legs. The most useful tool you will have at your disposal is a trusty old train engine of your own, using which your ultimate aim is to get powerful enough to be able to take and destroy Charles and free the island from his terrifying shadow. Charles himself is quite the menacing foe. The tank engine is pure nightmare fuel, not only because of the overmotion spider legs, but also because of its terrifying mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. For good measure, that title Charles also likes to munch on humans for sustenance or maybe just as a hobby. Meanwhile, the spider legs serve a purpose as well, though your own train engine is restricted to only being able to move around on train tracks. You know, as trains, a Charles can use his spider legs to traverse the ground and all surfaces freely and with terrifying speed. And that Charles is something of a partial enemy that's always out hunting for prey. Which means when you are exploring or changing tracks or traveling on foot, you are going to want to be careful and keep an eye out for any neighbor threats. If a monster train catches you off guard, you might not have enough time to flee the scene. Upgrading your train scraps will serve as a critical currency in Choo-Choo Charles, and it can be found by exploring or completing missions. What makes them so important? Well, scraps is what you will be spending to upgrade your train, which, as you may have imagined it, will be a key component of the experience upgrading. Your train will entail attaching more weapons to it with that to attack foils. While scraps can also be spent on upgrading various stats. This includes your train's health, the speed at which it can move forward and backward, which sounds like it will be particularly useful for obvious reasons, that fuel level of armor equipped for your train, and how much damage all of your weapons and your train will do open world map. And structure, as we have mentioned earlier, Choo-Choo Charles is going to be an open world experience, and based on what we have seen of it so far, it looks like a lot of it will feature dark and crappy wooded areas, which does fit the campy horror vibe. Rather well scattered throughout the open world will be 3 special items, and players' main goal will be to gather all 3, which can then in turn be used to summon Choo-Choo Charles. For a final confirmation, this will be a random and dynamic announcers, which shall throughout the map, but once you have summoned him, you will be tasked with destroying him once and for all, so make sure you have upgraded your train enough. Once Charles has been defeated, you can freely explore the open world map without the constant threat of the Observe these presents and work your way towards 100 completion missions and side missions content. Part of the above described core loop is of course going to be the travel to new location and the island seek out NPCs. So thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel and press like button on this video. I wait you in next week.